And we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Doubtful Reversal. We're going to continue building a Don't Starve mod. What are we going to do?
I'm just tweeting
Okay.
about this.
Woohoo.
So perhaps, let's see. All right, there we go.
Sweet.
Ready to go. Ready to. Boy, I was just thinking. I was mulling this mod over in my head last night. Man, it is difficult, like physically difficult, to get my head back in the, working with code space after a couple of weeks.
Yep. I'm sure. It'll be interesting to see what my drawing abilities will be like, or lack thereof, rather.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we shall see. Let's see.
Yep.
Screen share. Wow. There we go. Live.
All right. So we decided we can just put all the sprites on one image, right?
Yes.
I guess I've...
So handy.
Yes, it is.
And the person who did this tutorial suggests blowing it up to 200%.
Okay.
And then, putting your images in.
Yeah, makes sense.
Then reducing it again, which will make it nice and sharp.
Yes, indeed. Is that the is this sprite sheet already 200%? Can you just copy over it?
Let me have a look.
It doesn't seem very large. No, that can't be.
No.
Can't be.
I think
200%.
you have to blow that up. Yeah, that's the original size. So
Cool. Let me see if I can do that. Wonder what the constraints are on this.
On what?
Just the way, I guess it's got like these boxes around the edges. I suppose
I assume the boxes are the correct, like, I don't know. Does it? Well, it's a ping, isn't it? I suppose you'll have to get rid of the text and stuff as you do it.
Most likely.
This is weird. Using this is the first time I've done the setup, and using the keyboard down, around my waist is very odd.
Yep. Yeah. You're supposed to have your forearms horizontal. It's the rule of thumb.
They are close.
Close? Okay, good.
Happy about it. I've spend enough time with poor posture. All right, so I'll stop looking at the beautiful images and wishing I could draw them, and start figuring out what's wrong with. Okay, it was invisible last week. Yeah, so I did all the things, and then it turned out to be invisible. So I'm gonna have to figure out why it's invisible.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. We'll see.
I think this text is wrong.
Yeah.
Because it says head with hat for both heads. Pretty sure this one is hatless.
Let me look at your screen for a second. Those are all head with hat. They're just the different angles, right?
I don't think so. I think this is head without hat. Because over here we have the hair cut off for head with hat.
Oh, got it. Makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like this is a template that the person who made the tutorial actually put together, maybe, or something. I don't know. But yeah, she just says using the template as your guide, draw everything you need, keeping things in line with the template is the best way for it all to be properly aligned in game, but you may need to adjust things later, depending on how far you deviate from the template.
Sounds good.
So there you go. Oops. Oh, also, Timothy, something that will make this quite a bit easier for you if you just want to keep the same proportions, like if you're doing his body and just want to color it in, essentially. You can make a layer mask. Oh boy, wherever that is on
yeah.
Later.
I think I did that at one point.
Probably right click layer. But what you want to do is select the pixels that you want to edit, and then create a new layer mask, and it will only let you edit those pixels. Layer masks are amazing. They're so handy. And it also lets you work non-destructively, so you can like cut things out by just painting a layer mask and stuff.
It's pretty cool.
So, yes, that is a valuable thing.
Indeed.
That I did not learn about until, college design classes.
Yep.
Go. Layer masks are amazing.
Just haven't gotten into the habit of thinking like that yet. Because I know of their existence and I've used them before. But
yeah, I understand, because generally, like, you don't make yourself start thinking in a certain way until you realize, oh wait, I'm going to waste a lot of time, until you lose something important, and then you're like, oh, I should work non-destructively, I guess.
True. No, this is interesting. Resizing my stuff helps see some problems more clearly.
Cool. Well, the line width is starting to get better, although I think it's still a little on the thin side. Oh, Timmy, hold on. Erase not the template.
Okay.
Just put your stuff on a new layer. That way you can drop the opacity of that layer down a little bit, and so you can line it up perfectly. And then you can kind of adjust if you need to.
Makes sense.
Like drop the opacity of your layer if you want to like line things up exactly. Gotcha. You can do that, but yeah, that will.
I kind of want to get rid of a little bit of the distraction of the background layer, so I can see my stuff more clearly.
Yeah, do your thing, but like, it's the whole. I have edited like sprite sheets like that. Where I just erase it and put my own stuff in, and it leads to heartache.
Sounds good.
Although you can also go too far down the path of saving everything and being non-destructive, and then you're swimming in 200 layer files.
Yep. That's how my designer at work does it.
Yeah.
Which usually works. He's got a pretty robust machine that can handle it.
Yeah, it's okay, but like organization becomes a problem for me pretty quickly.
Yeah. And
I kind of it depends on the project, really.
Yeah.
But illustration, I work on stuff that I'm not sure about on a new layer, and then once I've got it where it's looking good, I flatten it down. And then that keeps. Also, when you're drawing on a Wacom tablet, it's more important that your computer doesn't have any, hesitation with moving things around.
True.
Let's see. I'm having problems focusing on this. On my part.
Yep.
I read and my brain goes blah 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 pretty fast.
Yep.
Okay. Images. The images are probably special powers. Aha. That's the problem, I think. Possibly.
By George, he's got it.
By George, he's got it. By George, he's got it.
By George.
Yes, the template. I did not convert to a text file.
Ah, gotcha.
Which is the main issue. Where did the one go? The Winnick template that you're working on?
It's just in the main folder, but it's currently just a conglomeration of
Winnick player.
Yeah, the default guy. Wilson.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if I can get images working.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so it's
yes.
in there. It's in there for you.
Oh, come now. Show me. Oh, well, whatever.
My brush is not working. Why aren't you working, brush? Oh, really? Why?
Let's see. Okay. Tools. I thought I could remember how to convert it to text, but apparently I can't. Let me look it up. I was going to feel so smart if I did that correctly the first time.
That would be sweet.
Okay, tech. Okay. Do it the second time. Yes. I think. Oh. That's one thing about the command line. I feel like it should dump out your converted file where the original file is, not where you are in the... I'm sure there's a good reason, but I'm like, where's my file? You did it correctly. Where'd it go?
Yeah,
I'm getting used to how this works, though.
Good.
Tell you what, like, not too long ago, I've several times come up against something that I wanted to do with the command line, and it's just like, like install this by going in and typing in this was just completely foreign territory for me. And it was frightening. I had no idea what in the world was going on. And now that I'm feeling more comfortable with it, it's definitely opened up a lot of stuff that I can do.
Good.
It's exciting.
Yeah, I was the same way until I started working where I am now. I had never really used the command line that much, but we use it constantly at work. So I've gotten a lot more comfortable with it, which is nice.
Great. I mean, I still know next to nothing about it, but at least not nothing.
Yep.
Let's see. E, maybe? Yeah. think the most important thing is now I feel comfortable like doing things with the command line, and oh yeah, I remember what I was doing a while ago was messing around with making there's this what's the website called? It's the worst. It's a really bad name. It's like I can't remember, but it makes choose your own adventure type games, you know, where you make decisions and it affects your future type thing.
Yep.
And what you can do is it spits out essentially like a web app, and then you can convert that into an iPhone app using something. Anyway, it involves going there in the command line and doing some magic. But you know, essentially it was like I would follow all these instructions and probably get one little thing wrong and it wouldn't work, and then I would have no idea why it didn't work. I think usually it was because I wasn't in the folder or something. Gotcha. But it's like I have no idea why that didn't work, so I quit.
Yep. It's a completely different mindset. Sure, than anything else. Really.
Yeah, and it like a lot of kind of more I guess programs and things that are designed to be used by devs are like geared towards that. So you know, you always install everything from the command line, and it doesn't explain a lot. Like
true.
There was something I was installing that you went to the website, it was just like, yeah, here, and here's this little snippet of command line code that's where you get it. So, yeah,
it's true.
And yeah, you know, as a person who likes to make things as, you know, user friendly as possible, that rankles me a little bit.
Yeah.
Even though I understand that it's a very like, you know, kind of a cultural thing, like a club where you all have your own language and everything.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
Happen. Yeah.
Yep.
But also makes it harder, more difficult for people to kind of get in there and understand it.
Agreed. It kind of rankles me a little bit too, and that's getting less common. More programmers are getting into / understanding the importance of design. But it's kind of a long road, a big leap for a lot of programmer types.
Yeah, because I think there's kind of a false dichotomy a little bit between designers and programmers. There has been for a while at least, where it's like there's one and there's the other. And I think the more that we know about, I mean, this is what we're doing, you know, we're learning more about the other spheres because that makes us better at our jobs. And that's fantastic.
It is.
Play.
This pirate's hair, quote unquote, is so much smaller than Wilson's. Don't have any clue if it's going to work or not.
It should do. Most everyone's hair is smaller than Wilson's.
True.
Haha. If you look at my screen, we've got the scurvy dog up here. Sample.
Yep.
Now, let's see if he is invisible. Cross fingers. Reticulating trees.
Wow, your screen sharing is slow. Apparently, it's stuck on new game.
Oh.
But it'll get there.
Nope. Still invisible.
Ah, shucks. Yep.
What you gonna do?
Must be another problem. You might be able to look in the log file. It might give you an error. It
Ooh.
might tell you what's happening.
That's a thing, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. That's why log files are a thing.
I log files. I hadn't thought about that actually being something.
Mm-hmm. They are very handy when they work.
It seems very. So where would I find said log file?
It's a good question.
Somewhere.
I know they have them. I'm just not sure where exactly.
Resources, probably in data.
Not log. Reading the log file. Don't starve API.com. Okay, here it is. It's in documents apparently.
Oh.
Documents, Clay.
Yeah. Don't starve. Do not starve.
Yep.
Do not starve. Log.
Here it is.
Fantastic.
Do not starve.
Wow,
it's large. Yeah, so just look at the bottom of it. See if there's anything.
Magic beans, beanstalk, shutting down. Doesn't appear to be. This is all the stuff from Up and Away, that mod.
Gotcha.
That we tried to get working.
Yep.
Orphaned unknown resources. That sounds very serious. Yeah, these are all from that.
Yeah.
All those errors.
Interesting.
So I will have to go back to. Let me look here first. Winnick. Yes, Winnick player text.
Oh, looks like the log might only activate for a crash. Unless you specifically tell it to log something, I guess.
Okay. It's all right. I'm sure I can figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Winnick. I bet it's just the naming of a file or something that's incorrect.
Probably.
Oof.
That's how programming usually works.
Asset image. Aha. Let's see. Winnick. Images. Save slot. Where is that? Animation. Select screen, big purchase. Those all work. Common. Actions, attacks, idle, jump, teleport, beard. Animation, Winnick. Okay, first, delete. New tab. I've been working on lots of things recently. Yes.
Sort of things.
Well, since you asked, oh, I've been working towards playtesting the first do-it-yourself dungeon, which is exciting and terrifying. I've been working on a couple other games. I've almost got the first print and play for the Cave Story game that I've been working on and off for quite a while. And
Good.
I've got people who are what am I doing? People who are wanting to help me like make cards and stuff, which is exciting. So I'm just going to launch that as a fan project, which will be fun.
Yeah.
I've been writing a lot, putting together an ebook. Well, I've put together one, and I'm making another one. I've figured out kind of more of a schedule for andydrew.com as far as that goes, which is exciting. And I'm starting to record some YouTube videos about usability in games. If you remember the it's the small things. I really enjoy doing that.
Yeah,
it is a blast. And so I sat down the other day and I just kind of started looking at a couple games I've been playing and ended up with like 4 pages of notes and all this stuff. Like, okay, I need to do this again.
Yep.
That's
good. It's cool.
Yeah. So, and what has allowed me essentially to start getting all this stuff done is we've started scheduling our weeks more thoroughly. We'll just sit down and figure out, this is the time for work. This is the time for, etc.
Yeah.
And so I will know like the amount of hours that I have to work, and then I will, lay out the whole week. And so what this results in is like Monday morning, before lunch, I've already gotten more stuff done than I've often gotten done in weeks.
Yep.
It's like, man,
it's cool.
It's amazing.
Yep. Pretty cool. Yeah, I've been doing something similar because I've also got kind of a lot of stuff on my plate, and I'm also trying to really strictly lay out my schedule to the last detail to make sure I can get it all in before I leave in 3 months. So
yeah. So have you already talked to them about that?
Talk to who?
Your work.
I have. Yeah, I talked to my boss. And actually, I probably shouldn't be talking about this much since we are streaming. Since I mean, my manager at work knows, but no one else knows yet.
Okay. Yeah, we'll keep it hush hush in case people are watching.
Yes. But yeah, I talked to him. He was pretty cool about it. I told him kind of what I was planning on doing, and he leaned back and grinned and said he couldn't like tell me not to go or anything, and he wished that more people my age were doing cool stuff like that. So
absolutely,
that was cool. And that obviously he can't guarantee me a spot if I ever come back, but he said if there is a spot, then I get first pick, which is pretty
awesome. Cool. That's great.
So not burning any bridges.
Yeah. No, it's I think pretty much always stupid to burn bridges.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yes.
even jobs that I was, quite certain I was not going to go back to.
Mm-hmm.
It's just much nicer to be able to, go out with your head held high,
Yep.
And
Okay.
besides, not like I could do anything else. I'm just kind of like hardwired to be
Yep.
pleasant.
We're good Midwestern boys.
Yep.
It's in our DNA, practically.
I know, and I've thought about before. Is like, I could just be like rude to all these customers who are terrible to me, and
Yep.
go out and no, I can't.
Yep.
Which is good. Don't get me
Yes,
wrong.
it is.
But, yes.
Funny. I think this is getting pretty close to usable.
That's good. It's exciting.
Probably leave a bunch of the default stuff in here.
Yeah, a lot of it we don't need.
Yeah, not yet. His side torso looks kind of like a sack of potatoes.
Yes, it does.
Which one is his side?
Aha. Someone has already had this problem with their character being invisible. This is good.
Good. So you're learning how to program then. Officially.
Essentially lots of Googling and
Yep. Pretty much.
Let's see. Oh boy.
I think how good a programmer you are often correlates directly to how good of a Googler you are.
Yeah. Tends to be the way things work.
Yep.
Oh. Aha. Text to Atlas 0. Oh boy. Well, dread.
Not relevant.
It is, but it's very vague, and I'm not entirely sure if
Rename to Alice?
rename text and XML files to Atlas O. Atlas O text is here. I don't have a XML file, which might possibly be the problem.
It could be.
Let me go to don't starve here.
Yeah, it seems like it would. I mean, I think the XML file is like telling it how to interpret the image. So it probably needs that.
Whatever that means. Like, interpret the who's it, what?
How to read it, like how the sprites are laid out and stuff.
Okay.
So
Well, that would cause it to have problems if.
Mm-hmm.
What am I looking at? Okay, animation. Wait a minute. Oh, it's zipped up, right? Okay. Yeah, Linux zip. I'm getting there. This is just, it's like when I took a math class. It was doable, but just so much flailing.
Yep. I know what you mean. You can see my flailing attempts over here too. I have a problem. An invisible nose. Man, my guy's face is so much bigger than Wilson's. You still there? Hello? Andrew? Is anybody there? I cannot hear you if you can hear me. All the audio went
Hello?
silent. Hello?
Am I there?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Aha. Just figured out what this button on my headset does.
Ah,
Right.
gotcha.
And I was talking quite a bit. I was telling you. Yes, with the nose issue.
Mm-hmm.
You could either draw his nose onto his head, or you could just his profile, the face profile, you could just color in the nose and have a little overlap.
Okay.
So when it's overlaid over the head, then it will appear to be. It's tricky with Wilson because his nose is flush with his face.
Yeah,
essentially.
True.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah. I think you're going to have to reduce his face size slightly.
Yeah, I think I am. I mean, the main problem is this strap for the eye patch.
You could also erase that and just put it on his head. You could position it correctly.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you take his face and move it up over his profile, head profile, drop the opacity down and draw the same strap on a different layer, then you can position it right and just have the eye patch for the old scurvy dog there. Okay, Atlas 0 adult text. Yeah, see this just has Atlas and build dot bin. Don't understand.
He has such a big nose.
Well, he's an old retired pirate.
Yep, he is. Gotta have a big nose.
Yep. That's what happens when you get older.
That's true. Nose never stops growing.
Your ears don't either.
Yep.
Nose and ears. Just
it's true.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. Our faces are very interesting in general.
Yes, it is. You know, I've been reading this book that was written by a guy, former FBI agent, who essentially he said most of his job is getting people to like him and trust him enough to confess.
Wow.
And he details all of these different kind of things we do automatically to signal to people that we're, you know, friendly or a threat or whatever. And it's really fascinating because one of the things he talks about is everyone, when you meet someone, you do what's called an eyebrow flash, which is just a quick raising of your eyebrows. Okay. And with guys, it's accompanied usually with a chin jut, like, and that's just like a signal that you are not a threat.
Huh. Interesting.
And yeah, and so what he would do would be he would combine that with other, just basically these automatic things we do to signal that we are friends, and he would essentially use all of these techniques to get someone really comfortable with him, and to get them to trust him, and then, you know, tell him what they did.
Yep.
It's pretty interesting.
Wow.
But it's also very handy because not in the manipulating people realm, but there's a lot of things that he talks about as far as body language and about, you know, what's it? Nonverbal communication. That's very useful.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
For example, last night I was playing some, like, oh, Davey's playing Don't Starve, huh? We're also being streamed. I've always had difficulties extracting myself from like conversations where we're, you know, I have to go, we're all talking in a circle, and you know, that's difficult.
Yep, it is.
But one of the things that people do when they're thinking about leaving, that's a signal to the other people, is they point their feet where they're going. So they point their feet towards the outdoor. Okay. Yeah. And this is a nonverbal signal that you are, you know, heading out.
Yep.
So what I did last night was we were talking after we'd played some prototype board games, and I just very purposely pointed my feet at my car. We were outside and just stood there, and like immediately someone said, "Oh, you're headed out? Okay, we'll see ya. Have a good day."
Wow.
That was awesome. It was just like
cool.
Very efficient.
Yep, it is.
Hey, Anya.
It's funny.
Hi. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Well, it's sad. I've made exactly 0 progress.
Yeah, it's still a shadow.
Yeah,
Shucks.
I don't know what to do.
It's particularly sad since I've almost got an image ready for you
Man.
to work with.
Well, what I will do is once you have images, then I'll just redo all of this,
Yeah.
Atlas and everything, and hopefully that will shed some new insight, or
Yeah.
shed some new insight. I mixed my metaphor there.
Yep, a little bit.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have to leave right at 9:30 today because we're headed to a big farmers market. Then we're going to spend the day in Chagrin Falls, which will be
Nice.
fantastic. It's a really nice town.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
You guys held out on us when we were up there.
I had no idea. It was surprising to us because we just went, because Bill Watterson. And
Yeah.
it is a nice town.
Yeah. Huh. It's cool.
And you can tell there are some there's quite a bit of money up there, which is I don't know why we found that surprising, but we did,
Yeah.
Just like, oh. It supports some there's just like a store for really expensive watches and stuff like that. So, yeah,
Funny.
but it's a very nice town.
Yeah, it's cool.
Very nice. Boy.
Yeah, I would assume that there's some sort of file that maps out this image, like has all the coordinates for each of these components.
Yeah. I think that's the Atlas file.
Is it? Okay.
Well, the Atlas would be, I think that would be it. The Atlas is usually like what's transparent and what's not.
Okay.
And I think that's a fairly common, the transparency settings of the image are the Atlas.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But let's see. Build's name. Builds. Wait a minute. Did I do that? Oh. Did I change it? Come on. There's the other possibility is that I messed up by not doing the 3-letter thing like she suggested.
Yeah.
Only make it 3 letters, but it just doesn't make sense that most of the other characters do not have that.
Yeah.
But it's possible.
That's
That might have been a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Wilton? I wonder who that is. There's a file in here called Wilton. Wilton.
That's weird.
Yeah. Copy. Actually, copy. Build P. Where are you? Yeah, I don't think that's it. Well, eliminated one thing that could have been. Wait a minute. Atlas 0.text. Build bin Atlas 0 text. Boy. Player text Atlas 0 text. Oops.
So all of these images have like a semi-transparent brown box behind them. I probably need that, don't I?
I don't know. Really?
That's weird because it doesn't have like a hard edge either. It's kind of a fuzzy.
I think possibly that might have been just created by the modder. That's possible, and it's just the positioning that's like the game doesn't. I don't know if the game needs those boxes or not, but it might be that it doesn't.
Okay.
But I would just save the background image, and we can try it without the boxes. If that doesn't work, then we can, erase all the unneeded stuff and put the boxes back in.
Okay. Make it sound so easy.
Well, it's using the marquee tool. It's pretty quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to try this one more time. Cross fingers.
The scurvy dog.
Here we go. Oh, wait. It's not going. Oh, whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
It works.
I don't know why that worked.
What did you do?
Yeah. I just redid the steps, so I must have messed up something the first time.
Okay.
Who knows?
Cool.
This is fantastic. We have a
Yeah.
visible character.
Yes,
And
we
so
do.
now, once you have those images done, oh, and the like big portrait and all that all works.
Yeah.
Swap the images out,
Yeah.
and we will have a working character, and we can focus on the powers and all that stuff.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's exciting. He doesn't have sample written on his head though.
True. Which is slightly concerning.
Yeah. Wonder what image he's using.
Question.
Yeah, but anyway, it's a step. It's a good step.
Winnick. Who knows?
Very odd.
It's magic. It's magic.
As long as we can make the magic work on our side.
Yes. That's the challenge.
Yep. Sweet.
The fate did not want me to have a completely a week where there was no progress.
Yes, it's good.
So.
Sweet.
All right, let's see here. Let me switch out of screen sharing mode here.
There we go. Cool. Well, it's exciting.
And to the one of you watching, have a good week.
Yep. Sounds good. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Be there.